Okay, I turned the microphone on. I don't want to scare Piggy. Alright, Piggy, are you ready? Anyway, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have you all on board. And I see our picture is a little bit choppy here for some reason today. Not sure why. Let's see, adjusting things. And there we go. Okay, so just had a sneeze attack just before I started streaming here, so I may end up having to turn the microphone off again for a few seconds and sneeze some more. I don't know why all of a sudden, but welcome everyone, and glad to have you on board. And you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. We are watching our wonderful Cumbre Vieja in La Palma, and it is nice to be able to see it doing its thing. And hopefully it hasn't done too much more damage and continues to stay on its present lava course to the ocean, and continues to add more land to La Palma, which would really be cool. So I guess we can turn that little thing on the bottom and leave the top one off. And before we get into saying hi to everyone, I just wanted to remind everyone, if you look at your chat box, at the top of the chat box it says top chat or live chat. If it says that, that means you are watching the stream that is in progress, in other words, live right at the moment. If it says top chat replay or live chat replay, then you are no longer watching the live stream. You are actually watching the recording after the fact, and the stream has already ended. That means you cannot make comments in the chat box, and you will have to make your comments down below. And the comments down below are not interactive. That means if you say hello, nobody is going to respond to you immediately, just so you're aware of that. And it's still happening, so I figured I better throw it in. And anyway, welcome everyone, and I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm located here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where it is a beautiful day, slightly overcast, a little on the cooler side, but still a wonderful day. And glad to see a lot of people packing in already. And let's see, yeah, actually we only got about 60 in here so far, but that is fine. I'm all okay with that. The numbers will go up. Anyway, Toe Bradley is in the house, as well as Piggy, of course, doing the moderator thing right now. Wonderful job. Piggy is doing really good at that. Olink also, Anne Olink also here, as well as Rebecca Patterson. Charlotte is also back. Michael Sanborn in the house as well. Lucas Snow. And why Kunkel, did you change your name? And welcome back, Kunkel. Glad to have you on board. Also, Sue Hayes, let's see, Rastarum, welcome. Sharon Stewart also here. Storm Runners also back in the house. Adele 51 also there. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Pamela Moncure back again. Rebecca Patterson, I might have mentioned you already, I don't know. Bobby Lachabawa, welcome. Glad to have you back on board, Bobby. And Sherry Hewitt, my apologies. Sean Harris, and let's see, Mona Alfano, also back. Welcome. Nick Addison popped in as well. Sean Harris, Doug Christopher, and let's see, who else? Nancy Buchanan also back in the channel. Good to see you, Nancy. Stephen Hamilton and Hank is back as well. And there's that name in a very foreign language I cannot read. But welcome anyway. Claire Shipman also here, as well as Jim Strickland. Wormhand back again. Good to see you. Liz Markman Moyler also back. Chuckster in the house. Colin Taylor. Let's see, who else? Did I miss anyone here so far? I think, oh, Teresa is back as well. And going up the ladder here, see who else might be in that I might have missed. Lucas Snow, and let's see, Kevin Haynes, welcome. Ducky is also in the house. Frank McLeod, and Lucas Snow was the one who was first today, so I guess he gets the hero cookie. So anyway, I see a bunch more packed in. Glad to have you guys on board, and Cynthia, as well as Tony Velez, Esqualito. I don't know if I said that right. Welcome, you guys. Glad to have you on board. Henrietta also back. Good to see you, Henrietta. Thanks for joining us this afternoon or evening for you, obviously. Smoking Joking. Who's in charge? In charge of what, Smoking Joking? That's a good question. Who is in charge? I don't know about in charge of the stream. That'd be me, I guess. But as far as the volcanoes, I have no idea. Seems to me I lost my volume here for some reason on there. And we did have lots of volume before when I started. There was a bunch of banging and stuff, and apparently somebody stole it. So let me see if I can get some volume back in there for you guys. Don't know why. We'll try this one. Maybe that'll work a little better. Yeah, that might. Oh, hang on, what happened here? That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do either. Okay, alright, we're live. We've got full volume. Click here. Okay. I should have had a longer nap. Anyway, we'll see if we can get the volume cranked up a little bit more here. For some reason that it's not cooking as live as it should be here. Let's see. All right, so let's see. Storm Runner says 4.2 earthquake at Kieler, Iceland this afternoon. Yes. And that swarm is absolutely horrendous that's been going on there, and we will talk about that shortly. I think I got some volume on there. I don't know if you guys can hear the rumbling of the volcano there. I hope that's coming through. Some of it is louder than others, so hopefully that's working. What? The thumb is up, feeling neglected. Give it a bop. Yes. Yeah, the thumb always gets neglected, Piggy. You're right. I hear the volcano now. Okay, thank you, Sharon Stewart. And yeah, it's doing a beautiful thing. I'm gonna swap channels here for a second so we can look at the other view. It's not quite as sharp, but it is definitely putting out quite a bit of volume there as far as lava is concerned, and still a very much so a fire fountain of sorts. and look at that thing shooting up. So beautiful to see, and it doesn't matter which one we actually look at. The one is a little too close, I think, in my opinion, but we're okay with that. We'll live with it. I don't know if maybe this one is kind of better right now, but we'll leave those on there for right now. Let's see. Okay. Yes, I hear it. Okay, good stuff. Anyone here reports about the visible lava at Geldingadalur? We didn't hear about visible lava. There is still some residual flow that is still happening at Geldingadalur, and you'll notice it on the south end where it starts to flow down towards Nat Hagi, and we don't know if I don't think there's anything replenishing it yet. If there is some activity underneath that we don't know of, that's always a possibility, but we would have seen signs somewhere along the way on some of the cameras of a lot more smoke coming up, and since we're looking at that or talking about that, let's go over to the map here, and let me get myself prepared, and we will get to, I'll refresh my tremor chart first, and then we will see if we can go over there to the tremor chart, and we'll have a look. So this is our latest tremor chart, and looking at what we've got there, a lot of absolute large spikes in everything, and you can see those the very tall spikes going up all the way in that whole section here, right? So a lot of those are depicting the earthquakes, and here you can see that the last little bit has been down again, so that's kind of unfortunate, but it's once we get everything around moving up above this 4,000 line, that's when we will see lava. Now, there were reports of smoke over at Kielar, and smoke and burning moss, so that would indicate that the ground is heating, and we may end up getting something there. And let me see if I can get us over to the earthquake map, and I may do a quick refresh on that before I show that, because oh, I boo-booed. Okay, I want to copy, and we'll do it that way I get a fresh copy of it and up to date. And we do have let's see if we can get on to that now. Here we go. So of course our area in question is here where this swarm is, and when I say it is a swarm, look at how many earthquakes they've had in that region since the 25th. So this is just an absolute massive amount. There's over 710 earthquakes just in that little area, I think, over that last little bit of time, and some of them are very recent. I do believe this one here is an example. This happened at 5 a.m. today, magnitude 3. There was other ones here that were reported to be, oh, that was from yesterday. That was a 3.8. This looks like yesterday's. I never did see where that four pointer was. I couldn't find it. Here's another one at 3 that happened at just about 4 a.m. But nonetheless, all of them are in that same general vicinity, and I don't know exactly where the smoke was seen, whether it was here or further back, but that definitely is a massive, massive amount of earthquakes in that area. And as I mentioned before, in relationship to our, well, let's get that guy turned off, our volcano, Ragnar, is sitting over here where the hand is. Okay, so that's where Ragnar is. And that whole fissure or fault line is, the fissure is basically along this stretch. So this is right in line with everything, and it could very well be part of it. We may see some activity from Ragnar, or we may end up seeing new activity from over here in this area right beside Kielar. So they do have a couple of the cameras pointed towards it, but we haven't seen any action there as of yet. Speaking of cameras, I did want to kind of throw on, oh, let's see, that one's still dark. Let's throw it back in time a little bit here so we can see a little bit of a view anyway of what Ragnar was looking like today. And that's kind of the same smoky situation as it's still producing right now. And it is definitely got some off-gassing happening. And, you know, obviously something is feeding it to be able to do that. So we're hoping, and you know, if this goes, I'd love to see this thing firing up, or a new one firing up. Either or would be really cool. But I would really like to see this one go. So let's see, a few more people popped in. We got Gundel is back, Bob, Cohen also in the house. Welcome. Let's see, Billy Bob Joe also snuck in. Carla Edwards is back. Welcome, Carla. Glad to have you back on board. Jack Timberlake also snuck in. And who else is here? Nick Addison. Betty is also back in the house. Sharon Stewart. Welcome, all you guys. And Zachary also got in here. Open Mind also popped in. Larry Mason, R.D. Wingo, and Asta Curtis. Welcome, all you guys. Glad to have you on board in the stream tonight, as well as T Light. And let's see, did I miss anyone else? Ronnie Rhino back here as well. Smoking, joking, say, what day is it volcano-wise? I pick 14 or 214. I think for the Ragnar, it'd be somewhere around 186 today, I think, something like that, if we're not mistaken. And let's see, Dominic also back. Welcome. And Terry Curry, as well as, let's see, I think I got everybody else. Most of you. Michael, yeah, Sandburn, I got you earlier there. Okay, cool. So, Teresa, also in the house. Maui Me popped in. Welcome back, Maui Me, as well as Brutal Avenger. So, yeah, good to see all you guys popping in. Don't forget to smack that like button and go from there. Dags, what? Not sure what you're putting on the screen there with the Anthony Albert. That 4.2, okay, that's the coordinates. Okay, it happened at 1520 or 1532. Okay, not that that's going to help me right now. I'm too busy running the stream, don't have time to punch coordinates in. Rona K also in, as well as Claire made it in, and Bobby Lachenbauer. I don't know if I mentioned you earlier there, Bobby, but glad to have you on board. Also, Irish Monk back in the house. Good to see you. and I think we got most of whoever came in. Anyway, yeah, so we are doing pretty good as far as watching what's going on. And speaking of other volcanoes and things, let's just for a second, I did have a couple of photos here. So this, of course, was the one that we got of the lava was entering the ocean, and I think something I wanted to kind of depict on here. I tried to get a snapshot or a photo of some sort to show where the second stream was coming in, and I wasn't able to, but I did have a brief look and did see what was going on, and I'm not exactly sure where it is, but it went in here, and I believe it came down here and started going in that direction, because you could still see part of this plantation in between the two chunks. So that lava flow went down into the ocean here and built itself a secondary kind of a peninsula, if you will. So that's kind of where that second stream was flowing, and of course this has enlarged a whole bunch. So that's how it's going to keep going. I'm going to try to keep track of that to see how much further it's progressing. And we did have some more earthquakes happening there. And of course, let me see if I can get back onto that map for a second and zoom in a little bit into La Palma. And of course, you can see where the earthquakes are happening, and there's a fair amount of activity there. The biggest one here was a 3.6, so that was back at La Palma, and not too bad. Now they did put a warning here. I'm not sure what this one is, but this little 3 mark, but it does show that it's there. So a little bit more shaking going on there. And if we change over to the lava map, they did depict the new lava in here, and again they're not showing the new stream. This information, of course, was from from yesterday, so they didn't update it as well as they could have. But you can definitely see on here, so you don't see the new material there. That would have come down like that, and let us actually zoom in on that. So it would have been yeah, somewhere around flowed this way, and I believe it came down in this point. So not 100% sure on that, but that should be where it is. Now, while we're here, let's just pull this up to our craters, or our volcano itself, and here you can see what they're depicting for the vents. And this is the top vent that we don't see so well, and I do believe this was kind of the primary vent that we were seeing, and these were the 2 lower ones. So that's the back vent. That flow was actually coming around on this side, and that's what we were watching yesterday. And I'm not sure if it came down that road or down this coulee and flowed that way, but that's kind of what it looked like. So hopefully that gives you a little bit more of an idea, and we can definitely turn that if we need to give you a better sense of where it is, and north would be upward in this direction. So for those who need this particular map, if you type in all one word as La Palma 3D, so LAPALMA 3D, all one word, you can get this map and load it up for yourselves. And it does work. It is updated, but not necessarily daily. But they do try, and it is a pretty cool map. You you can zoom right in on a lot of areas and see many different things or aspects of what's going on. So, you know, like the plantations as an example, you can see it's all covered in plastic. They're growing bananas underneath there, or at least that's what they say, right? You never know. Anyway, and of course there you see our wonderful plume of or peninsula of new land, I guess is what we'll call it. So it's pretty awesome to see that, and I like it. Anyway, let's get back to the volcano and watch it do its thing. Our beautiful, man, that thing's shooting out. It's a wonderful fire, whatever you want to call it, fire fountain. Right now it looks like somebody turned the nozzles up on high on that fountain. And we're not seeing what we were seeing before up front down in this area. We're not seeing too much erupting there or squirting out, but boy, the top sure is doing its thing. And you know, so it's kind of wonderful to see. That'd almost be like a snowman. We put a carrot nose on him, and top hat. Yeah, okay. Speaking of snowman, anybody seen Arizona snowman? I'm sure he's coming somewhere. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of what we were just looking at. I have to have a little fun, you guys. If we don't keep it with a little bit of light humor in there, it's not good. Craig Thor, welcome, and says, Dr. Fox, I just don't see how the lava went all the way to the sea floor that far out. Am I missing something? Well, the amount of lava that is pouring out, it would fill everything in, Craig Thor. Like volume-wise, it's, or are you referring to the path? Because the path, it just kept pushing and pushing and pushing until it got down there. And it is quite a steep slope going down towards the ocean. But as far as the amount of lava that's already building out that new peninsula, that's just sheer volume of lava. This thing is putting out a lot more than what our good old Ragnar was putting out. This is not somewhere between 5 and 12 cubic meters per second. This is more like 25 to 35 cubic meters per second coming out of this thing at various times. So we have a lot more material coming out. As Wormhand said there, it's 80 million cubic meters that have come out already. Now, in comparison to Ragnar, where we were over, what was it, 140, 150 million cubic meters in the entire area that Ragnar has covered, as opposed to the small space that's actually covered here. So this has already done over half of what Ragnar did, and this has done it in 14 days. So there's a lot of lava coming out of here, and that's, I think, the big thing that, you know, we may be missing. Volume-wise, it's a lot higher than what the one in Iceland is doing. So hopefully that makes a little more sense to you there. I'll get it, Craig Thor. So it's pretty cool, and I do like it. Thomas Chrisap, okay, welcome, and I am doing good, okay, doing my bills now. You want to do mine too while you're at it? Wessex Dragon in the house, very good drone footage by Guten Tag showing inside the crater in Iceland. And yes, so for for those people who don't know who Guten Tag is got a channel there. He's one of the Icelandic local people, and he's been to that volcano many times in Iceland. And for those new to the channel here, he is got some very good videos worthy of watching, as well as some other guys that you might want to take a look at, like Just Iceland, as well as who else is there that we like promoting? Green Iceland Vids, you know, and a lot of those other guys, as well as some of the other streams that are streaming from the Icelandic material. So you can always go over to Talk Air Iceland. That's another good channel to join in on. And Talk Air Iceland streams 24/7, so you can have a peruse there and keep up on the latest and greatest as well. So just to throw that in for you guys. Greenland, yeah, actually Iceland should have been called Greenland, and Greenland should have been called Iceland. And I don't know for those, oh, hang on. Irish Monk says an earthquake 540 meters deep at Vanuatu has no relevance. Oh, 540 kilometers depth, that's not going to do anything. Storm Runner, there's always been geothermal activity around Kilar, according to Weiser. Yes, and that's very true, Storm Runner. There's always been geothermal activity in that area. One of the things we did notice with some of the earthquakes, a lot of them were at about 6 kilometers in depth, and I noticed some of the new ones here have been up at 5 kilometers. So they're coming up slightly, and there was another one there that they were saying that was at 3.4 kilometers depth. So something is working its way up. So we may see something happening there pretty soon. And I thought it was relevant, just watching the depth change slightly from the eruptions, or from the earthquakes, I should say, and that is kind of neat. Pamela, don't just waiting for Yellowstone to go off. You don't want that Yellowstone to go off yet. Trust me on that. That's something that we're not really looking forward to. That would create turmoil around the world, and I'm hoping that it doesn't happen for a long time. Larry Vladeka saying hello, Dr. Fox, hello, and goodbye, Dr. Fox. Okay, Larry, glad to see you, and sorry to see you go. But welcome, and thanks for dropping in anyway and saying hi. Appreciate that. And let's see, harmonic tremors in Iceland keep going up and down, but the trend is finally upwards a bit. Yes, it is a little bit on the upward side, so hoping it's going to go. Silicone Avatar says, hi Dr. Fox, I'm quite late today. Had to do stuff. Well, actually, you're not that late, because we only started about half an hour ago. And so you're not, you didn't miss too much yet, and it's all good. Oh, Larry's watching the football game. I see what's going on here. He likes football more than he likes volcanoes. We get it. Larry, less emojis. Oh, Piggy, it's okay. Leave Larry be. He's excited about his football game. Anyway, Major is also in the house, as well as Ronald. Is it Daub? I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. And let's see. There has been a lot of activity at Yellowstone, and that's true. There has been. I did, let's see, I did have a picture though I did want to share with you, and it wasn't, let's see, it wasn't this one, and it wasn't Yellowstone. It was actually, I think, no, it wasn't that one either. Let's see, how about this one? Okay, this is the one I wanted to share with you guys, and that was taken at 5:34 a.m., and that is our wonderful Kilauea out on Hawaii. And so we know that it's definitely got some liquid in the pond, if you will, and it's looks pretty awesome to be able to see that. And I'm happy that I was able to get that in there. Miss Lobo Bob also in the house, as well as Kleber Oliveira. Welcome, and Pappy Dan. Nice to have you on board, you guys. Sandy Bird also popped in here, and welcome. Good to have everyone joining. Grow Scotland also came in. And let's see, yeah, very, very good to have everyone on board. So yeah, this is from 5:34 a.m. from Kilauea, and it is kind of an awesome looking picture. I just figured I'd throw that in there and share it with you guys, since I am trying to find a full-time live camera there, but seems they only have still cameras at present. So back to La Palma, and out on the Canary Islands, and Cumbre Vieja is still doing its thing. A fire fountain, and definitely continuing to fountain, if you will. And I think this is a slightly different I wonder, hang on, I gotta make sure that that's actually live, because we're getting to different, yeah, that is live. How come one is showing so much more than the other? I wonder if it's clouds in the way that we can't see it. I'm gonna leave it on this one though for right now, and yeah, that's as high as we can get it, resolution wise, so should be good. Flo Smith also in the house. Piggy's snout is itching to bop you, dog. Oh, yikes. Snout itching. Okay, I get it. I'm going to leave this on the screen, and we will do what we need to, and go have a break. Otherwise, I'm going to get in trouble. Okay, you guys, I see there's 244 people in, or 246, and only 130 likes. I guess a bunch of you don't like the channel. Come on, hit that like button, you guys, please, and let's see if we can get the likes up around 200 anyway. That would really be good, and would really help out for the popularity of the channel, and definitely would make us look a little better. Anyway, I am your host, DrFox2000, and I do need to take a break, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble with Piggy. So, let's see, Pavel says, next time Yellowstone erupts, it won't be in Yellowstone, North America. It's moving to Yellowstone, it's moving over the Yellowstone hotspot. Well, you never know. Actually, if North America isn't North America sliding south? No, hang on. Is it going north or is it going south? I can't remember which way the plate is going, but it may end up in the Caribbean or something. Anyway, I'm gonna go take that break, you guys. Please hit that like button, and I'm gonna be back in about 5 minutes. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Don't go away, and play nice with the lava. Okay, I've turned the microphone back on and I've come on very softly so we don't scare anyone. And welcome everyone for those who are in our stream. And this is your host, DrFox2000, and we are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. And hopefully I didn't scare everyone. So ladies and gentlemen, you can keep your pacemakers in your chest. And Piggy says perfect. I didn't want to scare anyone this time. I know when I come on very excited and very abruptly, it gets a little overwhelming and some people freak out. Hey, Arizona Snowman is in the house. Good to see you, Morgan. Glad you're back in here. And, okay, Nancy didn't get scared either. Okay, that's all good, you guys. Just watch out for the next one. We'll see what happens. And no more ASMR. Just beat. What is ASMR? Not sure what that is, that volcano. Mark La Barbecue also back in the house. Good to see you. Okay. What is even better? Weather is nice and clear out in the Canaries. Iceland is not so nice. Okay, yeah, got it. Iceland actually is typical weather for Iceland. And let's see, I'm trying to read what's in the chat here. Chat is moving a fairly good pace, so sometimes it's a little hard to read. Watching from Ireland with a Guinness, Tom Power, you're welcome to do that. And Tony Nagy also in the house. Welcome you guys. Long-haired lava managed to get in here. I'll be your long-haired lava from Liverpool. Hello people, and welcome. And I was stoned when I wrote this. Canada. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, welcome and happy. Happy, it's not even 420. Okay. Lots of fun, guys. Okay, Sybil Hampton also in here from Switzerland. So we have a couple people from Switzerland. Henrietta is also down there somewhere, if she's still in, and hopefully she is. Good to have a little bit more people from over there. And let's see, Nick Anderson, I wonder what happened to the previous 1999 Dr. Foxes. The previous ones, I have no idea. But I know in 2000 is when I took over. And did my thing with the Foxes. And it was nice. Actually, yeah, that's where the good old name came from, is actually saving some foxes. So, Dominic, Dr. Fox, the Institute, Glacio, La Palma has some very clear drone video of the third fissure on top, the second on the side, and the new one just after the opening at the bottom of the shot. Okay, we'll have to take a look if I can get over there to see that. Thank you, Dominic, and we'll take a look. But I can't do it right now in the middle of the stream. So Ray Catcher also or Rye Catcher, welcome. And let's see, who else? Brian Crown. Ooh, such an attitude. Yeah, such attitude. It is. It's literally, it's a multi-fire fountain today. And absolutely amazing to see, you know, the vents. So like when you can see one here, you got one little guy in the middle, and you got this guy here, and of course you got this one here. So they're all doing their thing, and the little guy in the middle, I wonder if he's going to get eaten up by the two on either side, or if this is going to turn into one big one here. We don't know yet, but that possibility is indeed there because of the veracity and the amount of material it's spewing out. That could easily happen, that those three would combine. Still don't know if that's going to happen, but like I say, there is a possibility. The other view, of course, is this one. It's a little bit more of a frontal, and you don't see the other ones in the back so well. But you do see this one here, and then you can definitely see that, and then the other ones are sitting just behind there, and you don't see them, right? So that's kind of the difference between the two views that we have at present. And I kind of like the other one a little bit better because it actually shows all three, and I'm going to leave it there. Silicon Avatar, did you see the gas canister explosion? It was on the lower flow last night, I think. No, I missed that, Avatar, Silicon Avatar. I did not see that. It would have been interesting. I do know they were removing a bunch of fertilizers and things like that from some of the areas from the plantations to keep things from blowing up and causing more toxic air and gases in the air. So hopefully Johnny Cash tunes incoming. Oh, Johnny Cash. I like Johnny Cash. He's got good music. May he rest in peace. Talk arrived safely and waiting for his stuff. Alan Coker, thank you for that update. So Talk is now in Iceland, and that's a good thing, and glad to hear that. And hopefully his stuff will get there, and I don't know if they're shipping it on a ferry, obviously, thinking that's how they would be doing it. Yeah, DJ says Ring of Fire, and that was one of Johnny Cash's big songs. Jack Timberland says this volcano is scary, poor people living there. And yeah, this volcano is somewhat on the scary side. It definitely does produce a lot of sound. That's something that is not as noticeable in the one in Iceland, although the one in Iceland did make a very big rumbling sound as well. And that is, you know, it's not as loud there. In Iceland, I did not hear any explosions from the volcano, not like what we've been hearing from this thing when it really starts shooting and we get these literal sonic booms happening. That's something that I did not experience in Iceland, but I did hear the roar of the one of Ragnar, and it's like this, only 10 times quieter. Okay, so in this one is like it's on major steroids. It's really really making a lot of noise, whereas the one in Iceland was relatively quiet in comparison. And that is one of those notes that you know, you really want to throw in there just as a comparison. Kananaskis Country also popped in. Welcome, glad to have you on board. Tsunami, okay, had her visa canceled, so she went back to YouTube. So she went to what? Tsunami? How come her visa got canceled? Oh, darn. Robert Button says new vent on the bottom of the screen. A new vent on the bottom of the screen? I don't know if there's a new vent on the bottom. This vent here, this was existing already. If we swap over to the other scene here, we can see the bottom a little bit better. So that is this vent. I don't know if, and that's the outflow here, and that's going via tubes into there. I don't know if there's a new one. If you have some more info, I would maybe be interested. I see somebody just sent me some email here, and let's see if we can see eastern. Okay, 2 lava flows on the eastern side of the volcano. Okay, possibly we can't see those, and this is what do we got here? Okay, this is something from Kilauea, and I can't just replay that, so we will save that for later. Okay, that's somebody else's live stream, so thank you for sending those in to me, and I will have a look. Simply B, welcome, and glad to have that on there. A little bit of bacon started flowing. Okay, Wormhead says at 1932 local time, a bit of bacon started flowing. Interesting, and we'll have to have a peek and see what it is, what it's doing. Hopefully, we'll be able to see it on one of the 2 streams that we've got going here. Right now, I'm just not seeing if there's something further down at the bottom here. It would be interesting to find out. Bottom of the Earth from what? The bottom of Earth here, terrified. Yeah, don't be terrified. It's a volcano. It's a natural thing. It happens, and just stay out of the thing. Zoom out again. I cannot zoom out. This is zoomed out. Oh, hang on. Maybe on the other one they zoomed out a little bit. We can see a little bit of a pool on the bottom, and I don't think that's a vent. I think that's a pool. And oh, right there, underneath the banner. Let's see if we can get rid of that banner, and right down here. That's the lava flowing down here, and that's where it's pooling. I don't think it's a new vent. So if that's what you're looking at, I may be wrong, but kind of looks like a puddle or a pool that's forming. If we did see some lava gushing out of there, it would be interesting. I wish we had more views, of course, from the other side. DJ says no. Okay, that's not it. To the left of that. Okay, to the left of that. You're talking about here on our screen? Is it that? Okay, Billy, Bob, Joe, Dr. Fox, what is your email, Captain? Oh, my Captain. My email is drfox@shaw.ca, which is shaw.ca. So, just like Dr. Fox, drfox@shaw.ca. Hopefully that helps. So, okay. I'm just trying to read what's going on here. Under and over, 5-finger death punch is the crack. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, so that spot there, I don't know, it's starting to glow. Yeah, it is a cool glow. So, less than Jake. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to. Any caps in our email, Doc? No caps in the email. Just all regular drfox@shaw.ca. Yeah, and that'll get it there. I don't know if that's a vent or not. That would be cool if it is. It could possibly be, or it could be just a tube that's formed and allowed it to flow out from there, from a lot of this other lava. Now remember, yesterday we had that stream of lava moving down along the side here from the back side. It was coming around and going in that direction. So that may be a tube reactivated from there. But I did get another email in here. Let me have a look. And let's see what this one looks like. And what is this? Okay. RTE. Okay. Where's that feed from? Oh, that's the one going into the water. All right. I'm gonna have to take a look and see where the flow is actually going there. Anyway, it is getting closer to my break time, so I am going to go try to find out where some of this other material is, but I still don't see that new vent that people are talking about. Let me get back to here and see what everybody is saying. Okay, there's a drone. Yeah, drone footage right now isn't going to help me, okay? So that's nice. Yep, that's correct. 80 million cubic meters already. Cubic meters of material is what they're measuring it in. Yes, the double vent, sorry, it's not vents, sorry, okay. It's a double tube. Ah, okay, so they're actually tubes formed. You're sounding a lot better. Yes, actually, Piggy, I do have to admit my snuffles are down a whole bunch, which I'm really happy about. It's a lot. This morning I woke up, was actually able to almost breathe clearly, and very happy about that. Not quite completely out of it yet as far as the snuffles go, but a lot better with my sinuses. So nowhere near as much as past days. So definitely starting to get over things, and looking forward to getting rid of the rest of it. So giving it a few more days, and I'm sure we'll make sure that everything is gone. Awesome, you're feeling better. Happy it wasn't COVID. Yeah, well, I do have my shots, both my shots, so I'm not too worried about the COVID part, but I do get allergies and things like that, and I've had sinus infections before, and a few of them, so I try to make sure that I take care of myself, and this one unfortunately was a nasty one. So Yona, welcome. Yona from Iceland, glad to have you on board. DJ Puff, what are you talking about? Gastronomy. We don't want gastronomy. Let's see. What did he do to make people hate him, that you can point it back to one single thing? Zachary, what are you talking about? I'm not sure who did what. Oh, another lava flow. Yeah, we have enough lava flows right now. I want to get rid of that off the screen here, and do want to put it back here for now. And that does look pretty cool. I like the way it is ejecting the material. One of the things that people were thinking was that it was going to break out this front area here, and that didn't happen. And that is still a potential possibility. And the reason I mention that is, if you look right here, you see a very light hot spot, and that hot spot could be right through to the inside of that dome. So this could still break out, And if it did, that would definitely be an awesome sight, yes, but also increase an amount of lava flow, because I'm sure we've got a lot of lava sitting inside there, although it is being ejected by force. So it's kind of neat to see. I think it built up instead, like you said. Yeah, a lot of it, yeah, you know, you look at the amount of tephra that's landing on there, and it's also the fact that that tephra is just flowing right down, and you can see it as the little marbles are rolling, you know, and that material is also flowing in every direction. And that is actually very cool to see. That stuff is absolutely hot and absolutely flowing. So, you know, for it to break through there, like I say, it wouldn't be an impossibility. So, Paulo Francisco, please, in English, please. Would be nice. It is an English speaking stream. If you can, please use a translator and put it in English. We would appreciate that if you could do that, and join us by all means. Craig Thor says tephra is way weak, and yes, oh man, that was just shooting out of there. And yes, tephra, depending on how much is sitting there, it can be weak. And we all know that the tephra, of course, is got bubbles in it that are trapped, and it's not just solid material. So you know, it's glaciated material that definitely has weak spots, and it is kind of in a way it's a loose, poor material, especially when it's heated up. It those bubbles can pop, and it could break through and flow out very quickly. I'm going to throw back on the other one here, and there we can see our multiple vents now as they're smoking away. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm looking at the clock before Piggy even says anything. I'm going to make sure I go take my break, and that way I'm all in the good books. Let's see. He's too excited. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Sophie, also in the house. Good to see you, Sophie. And let's see. Flash, the Flash Cash, also here. Barbarian also popped in. Welcome, you guys. Glad to have you on here. What the heck? Yeah, it's a fire fountain. It's a multi-fire fountain, guys. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. It's beautiful. Okay, on that note, please do not forget to hit the like button for our fire fountain. And make sure you do hit that like button. And also, if you're new to the stream and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. If we've earned your subscription, it would be really, really great. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can see the future streams. And I do have the stream times listed in the description down below, so you can have a look there. And also, we've been doing a lot of streaming, trying to do daily streams, of course. They don't always happen because of work sometimes. And of course, bad weather, things happen, right? So we don't always get everyone in there, but we are definitely trying to do the daily thing. And of course, these streams are not monetized, just so you guys know. So I'm doing these because I'm passionate about streaming. So any support is greatly appreciated, just to let you know that. And the best support, of course, is by hitting that like button. That really makes me happy. So On that friendly note, I'm going to go take a 5-minute break. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Please don't go away, and we will see you shortly. And let's see, what do we got in the channel? I'm just trying to read that Russian name as it's going by too fast here. Kaznashiv. I'm not sure if I said that right. I'm not sure what you're saying there, but if you can use the English translator, would be really good, rather than speaking Russian in the channel. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna take that break, so please don't go away, guys. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Thank you. Okay, I got the microphone back on, and glad that you guys are sticking around. And of course I did that on purpose. Now that I got everybody awake. Okay, so bottom left hand side that we got on the screen, and I will make that full screen here so we can take a look at it. Oh, wrong one. Hang on, what did I do here? That's not what I wanted to put on there. Let's see, this one I wanted to put on there. Okay, to show you that what this is of course the lava heading into the ocean, and there you can definitely see that it is two separate areas, and I have that map underneath there. So it's very, very interesting to see that, and kind of as I mentioned before, I thought the second. Why is that still not working? Whiteboard. I guess I got to get a new one. Let me get a fresh whiteboard on there, and then we can. Piggy must have been eating my crayons or something. She probably did that on purpose. Okay. Let's get my crayons. There we go. All right, that'll work. So the area over here, this is that second streaming of material going in. It almost looks like there's three now, and of course this was this is one, and then I'm thinking this is two, and I'm almost thinking this is a third spot that it's now heading down the hill. But they are very close to each other in proximity. So this one, this is the south side here. So still building up quite a bit, and we do like it. I thought the magpies stole your crayons. No, the magpies didn't get them. Piggy was eating the yellow ones, but I managed to find another box, so we're good. She told me they're banana flavored, and I guess that's the way it is. Okay, so yeah, we see it actually doing quite a job making new land. That's what it's doing. So Dina, guten Abend, and glad to see you all. She says guten Abend to Dr. Fox and all others. So that means good evening to everyone, for those who don't understand. And yeah, and some real black smoke coming up in some of these spots now, as it's possibly pushing some of the organic material down the hill as well, and causing that. If it does push some of the banana plants and stuff like that over, it definitely will produce a lot of black smoke, and that could very well be what we're seeing there. And some tumblers and everything else. So a lot of material heading down the hill. And let's see if we go back to this map here, of course, or sorry, this multi-screen. Kind of, let's see if we got the whiteboard working on this one. And so that second area is coming down somewhere right around here. So we're seeing this is the primary one, and that's your secondary and third one there on that side. So that is actually built out some land as well, and it's continuing to build out a peninsula of sorts. One of the things I did want to mention, you know, you can see here, this is the original coast. This too was a build out of lava flow. And you can actually still see the lava flow here, the old one from years and years back, but they've already got plantations on there growing bananas and so on. So it's interesting to see that. I think I'm going to leave it on the multi-screen for right now. It's actually looking pretty good. It gives everybody a fairly decent opportunity to see what's going on. And I think we all like it, right? It's moved. What has moved? Tony, I'm not sure what you're saying. Is there a direct link to the seaside lava. Okay, I'm not sure what you're referring to going south. Bottom left-hand corner screen there, that is the lava flowing into the ocean, or off the cliff anyway. It's no longer, like what we're seeing is, if I draw on the map here, what we're seeing is this area here. Okay, we're not seeing what's out and about in the other area, but it's this area is what's in view on that camera over there. Okay, hopefully that clarifies that. And I hear other talking. I'm not sure who's talking, but I'll turn one of the volumes off here. We don't need to hear them yakking in the background or coughing and thinking that, geez, my microphone is on, which it wasn't. When I heard that coughing, the first one, I thought, my God, something is going on. I thought I better check and see why my mic is still on, because I could see it was off. Sophie says, bad smell, burning bananas. Yes, it could be a very, very bad smell. Dead milkman smoking banana peels. No, we don't want to see that. Okay, Tony Nagy says, how what? We need more than that, Tony, if you want to ask questions. Okay, Elder Cough, hello and welcome. Glad to have you on board. And yeah, the other one was the Russian one. There was I'm not sure the first name, but Pavel was the last name there, or second name, and usually they say first name last. So Pavel said it was Lucifer. Well, no, not Lucifer. I don't think the devil has anything to do with it. Okay, a little science. The Canary Islands original and unifying model F and what? Okay, I'm trying to read that. Unifying model F. Okay, lots of stuff there in Spanish. Some hard names that I'm not even going to try to attempt. Irish Monk, thank you for that information. Okay, and let's see. I'm trying to keep up with everything here. I love the views, though, that we're getting off of this volcano. Go back 2 hours and 45 minutes on the top right stream to the Bacon Flow. 2 hours, and let me see what we can find. And top right screen would have been this one. This is the one that you're referring to. And let's see if we can go back 2 hours and 45 minutes if I'm on the right one. And let's see, 2 hours 45 minutes. 2 hours. And there. Oh, that's what you wanted to see. Yeah, that was a little bit of material coming through there. So it did look like it broke some of that upper berm, if you will, that it built itself up, that tephra material, and it did break out and started flowing. So yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Wormhand. And we do see some of those big boulders moving through, and you can see them there as they're flowing along. That's actually kind of interesting. I didn't know that was happening earlier, but yeah, so that's about 2 hours 45 minutes ago. That's still quite a bit of lava flow, and definitely has something going on. Boom? No, we don't have an instruction called boom on this one. And let's see. Rick says, "Hi, Dr. Fox. Any info about the bigger Earthquake northeast of Keeler. Okay, it's northeast of Keeler. I didn't realize it was northeast. I thought it was south of it. But no, there's no more news. Here's another big boulder going down. I just thought I'd point that out. We didn't hear anything else. Wow, look at the size of those rocks coming out of there, guys. That's just amazing and pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for showing that. I was trying to wake Nightbot up. Okay, well, Nightbot is awake. You don't need to pester him. Public transit here in America is the worst. Yeah, first world country problems are always bad. Redline, okay, welcome. Elaine X Disney, welcome as well. I said northeast, I believe. Okay, all right. Yeah, we can take a look at that map again and see if we can view where that was. But yeah, this was about 2 hours and 45 minutes ago on that one stream, and we'll put it back to live, and that's what it looks like now. So apparently it has repaired itself from what it was, and that looked I'm on the wrong screen here. That looked like it was coming out from here, flowing down this way. So definitely has rebuilt and continues to do its thing. Okay, so yeah, if I go back over, I want to see the earthquake map again, and gonna split my screen here just so I can see where I am. And I think I might have buried it here. Just oh no, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna refresh on that one and see what happens. So give me a second, and we'll redo this, and we'll take a look, another look at that larger earthquake there, and okay, so yeah, if we go, all right, I'm gonna put that back on the screen here. That is scene 6. Yeah, let's go here for a second. So everybody was talking about, okay, the one to the northeast. Well, if we back out, okay, so right here is where KLR is, and this is our swarm, and this is the only one to the east, and it's not very big at all. For a new set of lemon flavored crayons, Worm Hand, why thank you, that's awesome. That was a 1.7, so I'm not sure where the larger ones were that were to the northeast. When we zoom in, we do have some fairly large ones here. We got a 2.6 there. This one down in the south here, that was actually from yesterday already. That was the 3.8. I do not see the 4 point something that was on there. There's a 3.7. This is already a couple days old, and that's a 3.7 as well. So I'm not sure where that one was. The other place that we wanted to check out real quick was go back up to Askja and see what's going on up there, since we didn't look earlier. And I don't see too much new here. These little guys here look like they're from yesterday. No, that's from today, from this morning. So that is still active there. This guy is also, that's from yesterday. So still a little bit happening, but most of these here have subsided, so that's getting a little older now. And if we go back over here, things over here have simmered down again as well, and I don't know if that's yesterday's. Yeah, that's yesterday's as well. So it's gotten a little quieter on that end of the stick, but as far as the 4 something, I really have not seen it here anywhere, and I don't know if I'm missing it or somebody has you know, has it been downgraded or something, or what's the scoop? So I really don't see one on there. Paulzilla, Dr. Fox, hello, King of Volcanoes. I'm certainly not a king of volcanoes, but thank you. Severus Alexander, yeah, I was thinking about Bob too. Bob's not here anymore. Bob's buried. Yeah. Bob was nice. Tony Nagy says 6.0 will hit the Midwest Indian Ridge, is trolling around the Earth, and what core shaking things. Okay, Tony, interesting. Maybe it was deleted because it was not correct. That could be it, Eric, or sorry, Rick. That's something that, you know, if somebody had a glitch on the sensor or something, that could possibly be what's happened. But I don't see one in there in the mix. Although what I am seeing is literally a swarm. Okay, I mean, undeniably there is a lot of activity there, and there's no getting around that part. So definitely not kind of being out to lunch here, but we do have a lot of activity in that area. So very, very cool to see, and let's throw us back onto here for now, onto the multi-view, and it is just throwing out just tons and tons of lava. And it is an awesome shot, and down on the bottom left is where it's entering the ocean, or now piling on top of the existing land it's already created, and I am sure that material is continuing to push outward. So we are definitely getting a new peninsula there, and as you can see in the bottom right hand screen, that red area that's shaded in there, that's the actually, maybe I'm going to zoom in on that one just a little bit, just so it looks a little neater there for you guys, so you can see. And like I say, the other streams seem to be coming down here where my little mouse is going, so it's created more area in here as well. So this is definitely continuing to pour out at quite a rate. And that, of course, is this material that you're seeing right here. So this coming down here is right in here, and then the further one over is right around here somewhere. So that's all pouring down and going into the Atlantic, or onto that new island or land. It's, I guess, peninsula, if you will, that it's created. So pretty awesome, pretty cool. And I think somebody said that there may be another view here, and I'm going to see if I can, oh, that's not what I wanted to do, and I will see what I can do to find out here real quick. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break, guys. It is that time before Piggy sneaks along and bops me without me looking, and those bops will hurt. We don't want that. Patricia, from wherever you're from, glad to have you on board. And let's try to keep it in English if we can, and we do appreciate having you here. So welcome to the stream. And of course, what we are watching is the Cumbra Vieja volcano in La Palma, and it is a beautiful, beautiful view. No, it's not a new island. It's a new peninsula built onto La Palma Island. Okay, so it's part of La Palma's. It just an extension of the island going out to the west, and I'm sure it'll make an interesting new playground for somebody in the future. So maybe in 30 or 40 years we can have some beachfront property there. So on that friendly note, if you guys haven't hit that like button yet, please consider hitting the like button if you enjoy what you're seeing. And by all means, do hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing if we've earned your subscription today. And hopefully we will be able to do more and more of these streams. We do stream daily. Down in the description you will see the stream times, so that will help you out. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. I will be back. Keep smiling, play nicer than lava. Okay, guys and girls, I got the microphone back on, and a few of you people here are trying to speak different languages. Pavel, spasiba, po-angliski. Okay? Please. Po-angliski. Thanks, Pavel. Pожалуйста. And Patricia May, no offense intended, but Anglais, por favor, English, please. Thank you. We want to keep it all in English if we can, and I hope that we can do that. DJ says, I apologize, I don't speak pineapple. No, we don't speak pineapple. Nor do we speak Russian very fluently or Spanish. So we try to keep it all in English. That way everyone can communicate. So please do try to use Google Translate if you want to join in. And we have no problem with you joining the stream. By all means, you're welcome to come in here. And yeah, we're still watching some of that lava build up on that new peninsula that it's building, and that's what we're seeing right there. And as we move through the cameras, we are seeing kind of a front view of the Cumbre Vieja volcano, and it is doing an awesome job. It is definitely a fire fountain of significance, doing some beautiful streaming there, and excellent shots out of the whole thing, and it looks really, really good. Let's see. Get it next. No, trumpets. Few more people popping in. Welcome everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm actually located in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and we are watching Cumbre Vieja volcano in La Palma right now. We did have a peek at what's going on over in Iceland with Ragnar, and it seems to be quiet, but we do have a lot of earthquakes happening to the north of Ragnar, indicating that there is some type of activity. So hopefully we will see something erupt there in the near future, a few days. And we also did take a quick, we looked at that one snapshot of Kilauea, which is also doing its thing. So lots of activity around the world with our volcanoes, and there are of course many other volcanoes that are active. I'm not sure what Tall is doing today. That was one of the other ones in Indonesia, and very interesting with everything that's happening. So always a pleasure to watch some of these things. And we do have to throw in specifically for this one here, we do realize that many people have lost their homes. Over 800 buildings have been destroyed by Cumbre Vieja with the lava flow. And it is unfortunate, but it does happen. And there's nothing we can do to stop a volcano from doing what it does, and that is to erupt and spill out lava. It gives a heck of a show, though, and hopefully those people will fare better in the future. And we're just happy nobody has died or been injured from this. Nothing serious that we've heard about anyway. And Nancy Buchanan says, Doc, is this the front view with only one plume visible? Actually, this is the side view. The front view is, this one. That is the one plume visible. So if we switch back to the other one, this one actually does show what's happening in the front, and on occasion you can see some material coming out here. If you keep an eye on it, it does pop up. These are lava tubes feeding the flow outward. Not sure where they're coming from, and of course it's heading down here into some tubes as well. And there you go, you've seen just right now. There's several of these. There's one there and there's one here. So in addition to that, so we do have some activity right out front, and that may have turned into two separate little vents there rather than just being the one. And if we go back to the side view, so that is what we were just looking at, is right there, and possibly right there. So, and then of course here you have three, right? You have one in the middle that you can barely see, and then you've got the one at the back. Now this may have joined together already. I don't know, these two here. It's hard to tell from this angle. We'd probably need a shot from the other side to be able to see that better, but it is there, it's doing its thing, and definitely moving along. Let's see, there's no shortage of volcanoes for Dr. Fox to cover. No, there is not. We've got a lot of them, and it is absolutely wonderful to see the activity as busy as it is, and it's certainly a good thing, I think, and we do enjoy this, of course. It's really wonderful to see. So Alexander showed up. Hello and welcome. Glad to have you on board. Paul Zilla says, do you think that it made a tube from the volcano all the way down to the sea? I don't think that it would have made a tube yet, but it does have places where it's back open on top, and it's so we're going to see that the more it pours, and you know, if the stream flow stays at a steady pace, or it's going to do the same thing what it did over at Ragnar, where it built multiple tubes, and we're going to see that. Can we call the beach the hot beach? Yeah, we can call it the hot beach. Yeah, you don't need sun to get turning brown there. You can just roll around on that nice beach sand, and you'll get nice and brown, guaranteed. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't advise that though. So it is pretty cool. Okay, yeah, Miss Lobo Bob. I don't think you need that umbrella there. That's not going to do you a lot of good. I think you need one made of Kevlar or asbestos or something. Keep you from getting hurt as the stuff is coming down. And yeah, awesome guys. It is. Does the sand turn into glass? Well, it isn't really sand. It's more like lava, and the lava will break up eventually as the sea starts pounding away at it, breaking off little chunks, and as those smash down on the old material that's laying underneath, it'll break up more and more and more after repeated waves, and that it basically pulverizes it down into a very fine material like sand. The difference between having those black beaches where you have the lava sand and regular silica beach, what you'll find is the black beaches usually are very, very sharp, that sand is basically razor sharp, and it's more or less glass, okay, and you will end up getting a lot of cuts and things like that. So I wouldn't be wandering around on it. Although older black beaches that have been beaten literally by the ocean, they've turned into a proper black silicate sand, and they will be just like regular sand, which you can probably put in your child's toy box or sandbox, if you will. But I still wouldn't be using that. That stuff was a little on the coarse side. Lava glass is known as obsidian, super cool lava. Yes, it is. Lava glass is obsidian, and it can be razor sharp. So you do have to be careful with it all the way through. Tony Nagy, any requests? Supertramp, take the long way home. Dr. Sound, okay, you sound like you need a Pepsi. Well, we're just about done the stream for today anyway, so I'm going to keep going, Piggy. About 10 minutes to go to get to 4 p.m. Only doing the 2 hours today, of course. And we are enjoying what's going on. I will put you back on the multi-screen, and we'll kind of let you watch the lava flowing into the ocean, as well as the other two good views, and that looks pretty awesome. DJ is saying, who's doing the music? I don't know who's doing the music. Pepsi is good. Hi, Dirty. Oh, is there a dirty guy in here? Good night, Yona, and take care, and thank you for coming. Hopefully you will make it for tomorrow's stream, and again, tomorrow we'll be starting at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, same time as today. So hopefully everybody will be good with that. Hey, Doc, how about a big think of what? How big do you think the glowing pyroclastic rolling down the flanks of the of the crater are? The chunks rolling down, I don't think they're the size. Like if we go look at, hang on, let's see. Yeah, it's probably this one here. That's the best one to look at. Okay, right now we have some pretty big chunks. I don't think they're the size of a car, but I'm pretty sure that they are not that small. You know, you're probably in some cases half a meter in diameter. You know, maybe even larger. Some of those chunks coming out that I see right now are awful large, and some of the ones that are landing just close to the edge of the crater up here, it's winging them out and just setting them down. Those may be the size of a car, but these ones rolling down the hill here, I would think those are probably boulder size, something in the size of maybe 30 centimeters, 40 centimeters, 50 centimeters in diameter, going down there. But some of those splatters coming out are huge, and when that is hitting, I do agree, it looks amazing and it's huge. You know, if a guy got hit with one of those, that would be a lot of trouble. It really would, and it would definitely end your time very quickly. So actually right now on this one, you can see on the back side here, you can see that the other vent is pushing up quite well, and you can see it from this angle right now, which is awesome to see. If we put it back on the other one, you can kind of see the separation between the vents a little bit better. But yeah, that is very, 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 very cool to see. And it is just, it's amazing. You know, if you stare at this too long, you do get hypnotized very quickly. And it's one of those things, it's like sitting at the campfire and looking into the flames. And if that fire is kept going, you really do have a sense of being hypnotized. So, you know, you can always watch it full screen and fall asleep in your chair while watching. And especially with the rumbling going on, it's fairly pleasant in that sense. But we do have to bear in mind what it does as far as the destruction level. And unfortunately in La Palma, because of the path it took, you know, it's destroyed over 800 buildings, displaced probably somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000 people are displaced, and many have lost their incomes and stuff like that. So a lot of those things that happen. Amelia, hi, and I don't know if you're going. And Okiora, okay, you take care, Amelia, and all the best. Larry Mason, tomorrow you're in competition with NASCAR. Okay, the Talladega 500. Oh, near me. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can have them racing around the volcano. How about that? We'll see if they can get around 500 times before they hit the lava stream. Wow. Continuous noise is also affecting the mental health of some residents. Dominic, you're very correct on that. This is something that, you know, when the volume does go up higher, it is like it's intense. It's something that, you know, it's a continuous pounding in your head that you hear, and you just cannot shut it out. Even if you put on headphones, you're still going to hear the vibrations through the building, through the floors, through the, you know, whatever you're sitting on. It's still going to vibrate to a degree, depending on proximity, of course. And that definitely can be hard on people. So it's one of those things. So yeah, you really, really do have to kind of keep that in mind. And I do feel sorry for those people who are there in La Palma that are affected by this. And you know, of course there's tourists going there to see it and things like that, but that's not quite the same as having to endure this noise continuously. And unfortunately it is what it is, and there's nothing we can do to stop it, you know, for them. Anyway, we are getting at the end of our stream here. I see it's just about 4 p.m. Local time here, which makes it I guess about 2200 UTC, and also 2200 Iceland time. So hopefully it'll all be good and nobody else gets hurt or harmed or anything. So we're gonna shut her down for tonight, and we will get back at it tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, and hopefully see everyone back here again. 0057 there. Okay, so just about 1 a.m. Piggy, and thanks for letting me know that. Ronnie Rhino, good night, Dr. Fox. Have a wonderful night. Thank you. And oh, Carol Peacock, happy to hear you're feeling better. Thank you for the stream. Thanks for all the lava lovers keeping us entertained and making me laugh. Good night. And you're welcome, Carol. And thank you very much for that very generous super chat of $25. That's awesome. And I really do appreciate all of you guys. Super chats or no, You know, really having you guys in here. You guys are what makes the stream, but I do appreciate the super chats. That's awesome. Thank you, Carol, and thank you for all the super chatters tonight, as well as also thank you to the mods, Piggy and Arizona Snowman. Awesome job. Really do appreciate you guys being here, and you know, thumbs up all the way around for you guys. And biggest thumbs up, of course, is for all of you who have joined in the stream tonight, and we do appreciate it. And hopefully we can do this again tomorrow, and we'll get back on here, like I said, at 2 p.m. My time, which will be about I guess 2000 UTC, and probably I guess about 9 p.m. England time or thereabouts. So it'll be cool. And okay, so on that friendly note, I'm going to wrap it up. I will leave it here on the multi-screen as the going away for today, and we will put the thank you for watching on the screen here, if I can get that up and working. Gotta copy, remove, paste, and there we go. And on that friendly note, I will throw my final words in. Take care, everyone, and glad that all of you came today. And please tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Thank you.